Chapter 11. Developing New Products. These questions are the learning objectives guiding the chapter and will be explored in more detail in the following slides. How can firms create value through innovation? What is the diffusion of innovation theory, and how can managers use it to make product line decisions? How do firms create new products and services? What is a product lifecycle, and how can the concept be applied to product line decisions? Inventables, a Chicago-based innovation company whose mission statement claims it is dedicated to build a living showcase of what's possible to deliver inspiration and innovation to the dreamers of the world. The answer would be because no one had used its program to spark their creativity before. Inventables hires technology hunters, people with some experience in materials science, to go out into the world and find what is new and interesting. Innovation is the process by which ideas are transformed into new products and services that will help firms grow. As firms add new products, they can create and deliver value more effectively by satisfying the changing needs of their current and new customers. The portfolio of products that innovation can create helps the firm diversify its risk and therefore enhances firm value better than a single product can. Pioneers or breakthroughs are new product introductions that establish a completely new market or radically change both the rules of competition and consumer preferences in a market. First movers are product pioneers that are the first to create a market or product category, making them readily recognizable to consumers and thus establishing a commanding and early market share lead. Despite first mover advantages, pioneers often lose out to superior competitors. For example, DVD Walkmans have been taken over by Apple iPods. The process by which use of an innovation, whether a product or a service, spreads throughout a market group, over time and over various categories of adopters, is referred to as diffusion of innovation. The theory surrounding diffusion of innovation helps marketers understand the rate at which consumers are likely to adopt a new product or service. Different products diffuse at different rates. Various factors increase the speed of diffusion of a new product. Now check yourself. What are the 5 groups depicted in the diffusion of innovation curve? Innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, laggards. 2. What factors enhance the diffusion of a good or service? Relative advantage, compatibility, complexible, and trialability. The new product development process begins with the generation of new product ideas and culminates in the launch of the new product and the evaluation of its success. The stages of the new product development process, along with the important objectives of each stage, are summarized in this slide. To generate ideas for new products, a firm can use its own internal research and development efforts, collaborate with other firms and institutions, license technology from research-intensive firms, brainstorm, research competitors' products and services, and/or conduct consumer research. Many firms have their own R&D departments in which scientists work to solve complex problems and develop new ideas. The product development costs for these firms are quite high, and the resulting new product or service has a good chance of being a technological or market breakthrough. In recent years, more and more firms are joining consortia, or groups of other firms and institutions, possibly including government and educational institutions, to explore new ideas or obtain solutions for developing new products. The R&D investments come from the group as a whole, and the participating firms and institutions share the results. For many new scientific and technological products, firms buy the rights to use the technology or ideas from other research-intensive firms through a licensing agreement. University research centers also often provide such licenses. Firms engage in brainstorming sessions during which a group works together to generate ideas. One of the key characteristics of a brainstorming session is that no idea can be immediately accepted or rejected. A new product entry by a competitor may trigger a market opportunity for a firm, which can use reverse engineering to understand the competitor's product and then bring an improved version to market. Listening to the customer is essential for successful idea generation. Studies have found that as much as 85% of all new business-to-business product ideas come from customers. One successful customer input approach is to analyze lead users, those innovative product users who modify existing products according to their own ideas to suit their specific needs. Concepts are brief written descriptions of the product, its technology, working principles and forms, and what customer needs it would satisfy. Concept testing refers to the process in which a concept statement is presented to potential buyers or users to obtain their reactions. These reactions enable the developer to estimate the sales value of the product or service concept, possibly make changes to enhance its sales value, and determine whether the idea is worth further development. Product development or product design entails a process of balancing various engineering, manufacturing, marketing, and economic considerations to develop a product's form and features or a service's features. A prototype is the first physical form or service description of a new product, which is followed up by alpha and beta testing. Firms conduct pre-market tests before they actually bring a product or service to market. Customers try the product, and then they are surveyed to see whether they would buy and use the product again. These data then enable a firm to decide whether or not to introduce the product. Test marketing introduces the offering to a limited geographical area prior to a national launch to determine the potential success of a new product. While more expensive than pre-market tests, test marketing allows the firm to study actual consumer behavior, which is more reliable than a simulated test. In the rush to get a product to market, some firms fail to conduct the necessary market tests. You should realize that these new products often fail because they either don't offer value or cannot communicate value to the end consumer. Launching a new product is part art and part science. Each of these products offered unique benefits. Minute Maid Heartwise was introduced in 2003 and has been extremely successful. Aquafresh Floss and Cap has been expanded to other Aquafresh lines, including whitening. If the market testing returns with positive results, the firm is ready to introduce the product to the entire market. This critical step in the new product introduction requires tremendous financial resources and extensive coordination of all aspects of the marketing mix, including promotion, place, and price. Timing is everything may be an old saying, but it is only too true for new product success. Firms measure the success of a new product by three interrelated factors: its satisfaction of technical requirements, such as performance, customer acceptance, and its satisfaction of the firm's financial requirements, such as sales and profits. Now check yourself. What are the steps in the new product development process? First, they generate ideas for the product or service. Second, firms test their concepts by either describing the idea of the new product or service to potential customers or showing them images of what the product would look like. Third, the design process entails determining what the product or service will actually include and provide. Fourth, firms test market their designs. Fifth, if everything goes well in the test market, the product is launched. Sixth, firms must evaluate the new product or service to determine its success. 2. Identify different sources of new product ideas. Internal research and development, R&D efforts, collaborate with other firms and institutions, license technology from research-intensive firms, brainstorm, research competitors' products and services, and/or conduct consumer research. The product lifecycle defines the stages that new products move through as they enter, get established in, and ultimately leave the marketplace, and thereby offers marketers a starting point for their strategy planning. In their lifecycle, products pass through 4 stages: introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. When innovators start buying the product enters the introduction stage of its life cycle. In the growth stage, the product gains acceptance, demand and sales increase, and competitors emerge in the product category. In the maturity stage, industry sales reach their peak, so firms try to rejuvenate their products by adding new features or repositioning them. If efforts to rejuvenate their products in the maturity stage succeeds, the product achieves new life. If not, it goes into decline and eventually exits the market. The most challenging part of applying the product lifecycle concept is that managers do not know exactly what shape each product's lifecycle will take, so there is no way to know precisely what stage they are in. Misdiagnosing what stage the product is in can lead to managers falling into a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now check yourself. 1. What are the stages in the product lifecycle? Introduction, growth, maturity, decline. 2. How do sales and profits change during the various stages? Profits and sales grow until maturity and then begin to decline. Firms with products in the decline stage either position themselves for a niche segment of die-hard consumers or those with special needs, or they completely exit the market. Diffusion of innovation is the process by which the use of an innovation spreads throughout a market group, over time, and over various categories of adopters. The growth stage of the product lifecycle is marked by a growing number of product adopters, rapid growth in industry sales, and increases in both the number of competitors and the number of available product versions. Innovation is the process by which ideas are transformed into new products and services that will help firms grow. The introduction stage for a new innovative product or service usually starts with a single firm, and innovators are the ones to try the new offering. The maturity stage of the product lifecycle is characterized by the adoption of the product by the late majority and intense competition for market share among firms. Pioneers or breakthroughs are new product introductions, especially new-to-the-world products that create new markets. The product lifecycle defines the stages that new products move through as they enter, get established in, and ultimately leave the marketplace, and thereby offers marketers a starting point for their strategy planning.